All right, Greg, let's roll out that Ergohuman Gen2 model. This is the one, I think this is the combination you like the best, correct?
Yeah, this would be my favorite combination for sure. We got the leather seat with the mesh backrest. This is, I think, overall going to be the most comfortable for sure. As far as build quality is concerned, I think all these chairs are fairly similar. I think actually Eurotech has done a really good job with their chairs. We've got a ton of Ergohumans that are out in the field that are honestly like 15, 20 years old right now. So the Generation 2 made some really nice improvements on things that I think were important. Number one, the seat became more comfortable. They flattened it out quite a bit. And actually they made the lumbar support so someone like Ryan could actually enjoy it a little bit more because it was super pronounced previous. Now you can actually kind of dial it back a little bit. And these arm pads are absolutely insane. This is about as close as you're gonna get to an Aeron arm pad. Widely adjustable too, so they're gonna fit you. But I'd say the only downside for this chair, for me personally, is, or not me personally, but for others, is if you're short. The seat just doesn't get low enough for shorter users. So if you're like under 5'6", you probably need a footrest. But for me personally, it's great, it fits me great. I'm gonna go easy A on this one.
Yeah, for me, this is also my favorite combination of the chair. I love that mesh backrest. The headrest is also really nice on this. You can adjust it. It stays where you want it to be, which is great. And Greg touched on this. The arm pads are amazing. That's a big upgrade from the previous version. They are probably the closest thing, again, to the Aeron, which has just this incredible padding, but they're right there. Mesh seat, even if I had a mesh seat, mesh backrest, I'd be probably like an A- with the Ergohuman Gen 2 here. Put it in this combination, I'm at a solid A.
Yeah, I'm not quite as high on the chair as these guys are. I do think it's a very well-made chair. Eurotech has some great policies, really good consistency in the industry, so you're buying from a great company. I just don't fit in it super well because the arms just don't go quite narrow enough for me, and I do wish that it had a little bit more flexibility, but from a value standpoint, I do think that you're getting very good value at the price that you're paying. It's about half the price of an Aeron, and to me, it's more comfortable. So I'm going to be at a solid B+ on this one. The Zody's been Haworth's flagship chair for a ton of years now, and we've got the updated version here, and I really like this chair, especially for the price, very much so like the EMEA, right around that $1,000 mark, and for me, you're not going to find a better chair at that price point than the Zody. Really, really adjustable. I think it's very comfortable. It's going to fit a wide range of people. I also like the dual posture mode, so you can use it with a standing desk to kind of get out of the chair so you're not seated in the same exact position the whole time. Great policies from Haworth. I can't bump it up on policies from Haworth because they're not the best policies, but up near the top in the market. So I'm gonna be right at an A with this chair overall.
Yeah, so I think that the Zody, they don't call it Zody 2 because it's confusing. They just call it Zody. But there's the Zody Classic, which is the original. This is a more comfortable option because they got rid of that weird sort of like not in the middle neutral sitting position. They used to have it like forward or back. This is much more neutral. All around the chair is super well built. And like Ryan said, for the price, it's an excellent value for sure. I think their policies, again, like on their upholstery, not great, 3 and 5 years, depending on which one you pick. But it is 12 years on the rest of the frame and the components. It has the free returns too, but it's a super comfortable chair. You get that nice lumbar support, which I like. The mesh is like a little bit thicker in the mesh with this knitted mesh. It's a digital knit here. And this one we have spec'd out is definitely over $1,000. So don't expect to get this chair for $1,000, but you're gonna get the same feel overall. It's an easy A for me.
Yeah, I almost see the Zody as like two different chairs. You can get the more base model that is that around $1,000. It's going to be really comfortable with that mesh backrest. The seat is great. I like this version. This is about maybe $1,400, a little over that, with that dual posture. It has the nicer mesh on it. Honestly, both of those chairs I'd put as a high A, whether you want to keep it a little lower price option or really deck it out like this. So if you want to see how we rank all of the most popular chairs, head over to BTODtv to see our full office chair tier list. Click the link in the description.